conducting my mastery learning project to a class of 5th graders who will be studying the Civil War. In particular, we will be highlighting some of the vital women who made major contributions to the American Civil War. Lessons will be designed to incorporate various forms of expression, from writing to reading to cooking to music and medics and reenactments, and the whole unit will culminate with an overnight stay supervised by parents, where children, parents, and the community will come together to experience what a great classroom of 5th graders has worked on for an entire unit. Today's initial lesson is on Clara Barton. Clara Barton was a pioneering nurse during the American Civil War and the founder of the American Red Cross. She also served as an educator and patent clerk. During the 1860s, nursing was not as formalized as it is these days. Clara Barton never attended nursing school and was self-taught during the American Civil War, serving both in the hospitals and on the dangerous battlefield. Clara grew up as a very shy young girl. Her older brother suffered from a traumatic head injury from a fall, and she nursed him back to life. Even when doctors gave up, Clara refused to. This was when she found her calling as a nurse. Clara's mother became concerned with her shyness after the accident, and to counteract it, they sent her to school to attain her teaching degree. This degree helped her immensely and set her on the path to becoming a true humanitarian and activist. Clara was known as a tremendous teacher. She went on to open the first ever free school in New Jersey. Sadly, her position as principal was overturned by male dominance, which caused a breakdown in her mental and physical health. This is when Clara moved to Washington, D.C. to become a patent clerk. She was the first woman to obtain a position in the federal government with equal pay to a man. During this time, she endured continuous harassment from male colleagues, and she was eventually fired due to her Black republicanism. Later, she returned to the patent office in hopes of paving the way for women's rights for years to come. I'll do everything I can for you. I'll be here for you. We will take care of you. On April 19th, 1861, the first of many battles occurred in Maryland during the Civil War. Wounded soldiers of the Baltimore riot were sent to the train station, and Clara immediately chose to serve her country and tend to the 6th Massachusetts militia. She did much more than simply provide medical care, and took a vested interest in them across many spectrums, like telling them stories, or reading them books, or getting them much needed food and supplies. In August of 1862, Barton began directly working on the battlefields. She took it upon herself to place an advertisement for much needed supplies in a local newspaper, and the response was immense. Barton helped both Confederate and Union soldiers, both in hospitals and on the battlefields of the Civil War. She made numerous contributions that will never be forgotten. Between the years of 1865 and 1868, Clara began her work with the women's suffrage movement. She became an activist for civil rights. She traveled to Europe, where she learned about the Red Cross. She then went on to start the American Red Cross, and she became the president in 1881 of the renowned organization. Clara Barton is a woman to be recognized and never forgotten.